In example 3, we're going to determine exponential models given a table of values. So in letter A, we have our x values in order. They're consecutive, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then the corresponding y values, or f of x values. What we need to determine is what the function is and what the missing value is. It's easier to start by finding the function, and then we can plug in to find that missing value. Exponential growth and decay models always have what we call a common ratio, which means if you take a term, a y value, and divide it by the one right before it, you get what that common ratio would be. So if we take a look at this, if we take 64 and divide it by 16, you'll see that you get 4. We could also take 16 and divide it by 4 to see that we get 4. So those exponential functions have what we call a common ratio. And what that ratio is going to be the start of our function. So we could say that our function here is f of x equals 4 raised to the x power. This number, after you divide that common ratio, will always be the base of your function. Then if we want to find our missing value, we're looking for when the x value is 4. So all we need to do is take 4, the base that we found, and raise it to the 4th power. So 4 raised to the 4th power is equal to 256. So our missing value is 256. Let's take a look at letter B. In letter B, we also have consecutive x values. This time we're starting with 3, so 3, 4, 5, and then 6. And we need to find this missing value and the function that we have. So we're going to start by dividing. We only have 2 consecutive x values, so 2 consecutive y values that we could divide. So we're going to take 81 over 256 and divide that by 27 over 64. You can do this on your calculator if you want to. And if you divide that out, you should see that you get 3 over 4. Since it's 3/4 our function, this time our function is labeled g of x, so we're going to label our function g of x is equal to 3 over 4 raised to the x. Make sure you have your parentheses around your fraction, and then it's raised to the x power. If I want to find my missing value, now I'm going to plug in 5. So I'm taking 3 over 4 and raising it to the 5th power. If you plug that in your calculator, then change it back to a fraction, you should see that the missing value is 243 over 1024. If you have questions, let me know. Otherwise, go ahead and pause the video, unpause it when you're ready to check your answer. If you did try this correctly, your missing value should be 1 over 27, and your function should be f of x equal to 1/3 to the x, making sure you do have the parentheses around that fraction. Questions, let me know.